what I do know, that the market is highly affected by supply and demand. And what I don't like is to see that the biggest player out there has such an outsized effect on the market. It has nothing to do with the individual security, but everything to do with what the Federal Reserve does. Fuck you and fuck that shit. Because I've learned one thing, that cash is king. When everybody's panicking and I see fucking straight ass panic, and you only fucking benefit from panicking first. That's why I started in September. And everyone's around saying nothing's wrong. You guys are just panicking. Netflix is trading like a fucking shitcoin. Netflix doesn't do that. When it was to the upside, it was all fun and games, and I get that. And nobody wanted to listen to me then because I was a fucking wet blanket at your party, okay? There's way too many signposts saying, danger, Will Robinson, danger, because I'm fucking over it, okay? It is fucking gonna happen to you, okay? Old age happens. You get to pay for the goddamn stupid trading that you did, buying Nikola and Peloton and thinking that Robinhood was a real company. It's just gonna fucking happen to you if you keep playing these stupid goddamn games, okay? But now, what you don't understand is, now the adults are playing the stupid games. And it isn't any more stupid prizes. It's real shit on the line. They're playing the stupid games, and I don't want to be fucking around when the stupid prizes come up, because the stupid prizes are, A, there goes your house because you bought in the most overbought fucking stupid ass market on the planet, and you thought I could buy $1 million asset on leverage and that I would never fucking lose my job, but I only got one source of income, and that's fine. I could have taken the 6 months during the fucking pandemic to learn coding, but instead what I did was sit there and eat out of my asshole and say, cool, and trade GME because, you know, you've got lottery mentality on the brain. You know, it's the same thing when you're drunk and you're looking at a girl and she looks prettier than you is, and you wake up and it's like, fuck, she's on my arm. I want to gnaw it off because fucking God shit, is that what it looks like? Fuck. It's just going to happen. And the second prize, you want to know what the second prize is? The second prize is, I thought it was cool to be on margin. I thought it was cool to be with everybody doing margin, you know, because I love to stick my genitals in a fucking dick trap and see whether it bites or not. I can't tell you the amount of horrifying conversations that I've had. People telling me that Peloton was the future when it was just a bike on it with a fucking iPad on it. It's a $2,734 bike with an iPad. Did you know that Peloton was the value, 4 times the value of the whole fitness market at one point? But, you know, it's the future. You're going to make so much money. Here's the fucking problem, okay? You know what the third fucking prize is? And no one wants this prize. I don't want this prize. You know what the third fucking prize is? The third fucking prize, you're just fucked, okay? Ever heard the fucking phrase, you can lose more than you put in? That's the fucking prize. I don't want to be around for that shit. Look at Robinhood. It's down 14%, and you guys don't think a crash is coming? You guys aren't picking up the goddamn phone because you know who's on the fucking phone? Margin, okay? And I'm not going to be around when all of you get the call. You know what I'm going to be around for? When you're on the fucking lawn with your shit, and I'll drive up, and I've got cash, and I'm going to buy all your shit. And then, you know what? I'm going to get the biggest fucking discount on the planet to the point that you're going to say, call 911. There's been a fucking robbery because I'm fucking out. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. None of you fucking know how to read a filing. Well, guess what? I read the filing of Robinhood. This was an institutional grab. They sold the company in fucking February and you don't know it. If you were an investor before, they had to sell the fucking company to give it liquidity. It's like 100-to-1 dilution factor if you bought into the fucking IPO. And what you don't understand is what you saw was retail go first, okay? All these fucking pump and dump bullshits. And what you don't understand is that the adults in the fucking room are playing the same goddamn game. You guys can't see the fucking wave of dog shit that's coming for you because it's like, greed, Apple saved the market, we're fine. But you know what? I read those fucking filings and there are huge fucking landmines headed right for you. And it's called the Federal Reserve has decided that the money printer is off. And if you think you're fine, I've got another thing coming for you because the adults are playing the stupid games. And when the adults play the stupid games, they win stupid prizes. And that's called the abyss. Now, let me speak facts. I just told you why you should be paying attention. The facts are, this is the biggest benefit cliffs of all time. In a big way, the United States has not told you yet, but they have turned the money printer off. As of January 1st, the Financial Consumer Protection Bureau has decided that January 1st was the day that the mortgage moratorium was going to end. You know, the 2 years where people didn't have to pay their mortgages, that was January. Saturday was the date that we require truckers to have vaccines. I don't know if you've looked around, but 40% of the country is not vaccinated. And we're having labor problems now. This is not about your politics. These are about facts. Google it. It's time to start looking stuff up and paying attention because guess what? The headlines are the fucking fugazi bullshit that they make you read all day isn't the important shit. When Canada put in their vaccine mandate for truckers crossing the border, supply lines of imported goods started to feel stress, and that was fresh fruits and vegetables. We went from 1/4 to 1/3 of all installment loans being defaulted. What does that mean? That they can't pay their fucking payday goddamn bullshit loans. It is not a market of pay now, buy later. It is now time to pay up. So last year, you could get a mortgage for 2.5%. Now this time, you can get a mortgage for 3.7 for a 30-year fixed. Who here feels like they can afford a fucking house? Well, guess what? It's more expensive this year at 3.7% for every point. For every fucking point that shit goes up on interest rate, it prices out a fucking 500,000 people. And we haven't even started raising rates yet. We haven't even raised rates yet, and we're at 3.7. You know what that is? That's called the bond market knows, okay? There are multiple layers to this turducken of a shit sandwich you're about to eat. And at the center is the bonds. The bonds know the truth. First goes the credit, then go the bonds, then go the dog shit equity, then goes the quality equity. And we're right fucking here. The bonds already know. The bonds are already inverted. Go look at your 30-year -5. Go ahead, go look at it. The credit's gone because you know what? In record numbers, the average American is now on credit cards. Okay? Those balances are going up. Dog shit already went. Go look at the price of ARK. Okay? Dog shit is already going. I don't want to be around when quality goes. Okay? What is quality? Things that actually make money. I don't want to be around. That was my decision. Remember I taught you how to tell growth? Well, let me introduce you to the dumbest fucking tweet I've ever seen in my goddamn life. We just learned that President Biden's first year in office was the strongest year for economic growth since 1984. You know what happens when you print the most money that has ever occurred in 2 fucking years? Well, you get inflation. And what they don't know the 5th grade math. This is the adults in the fucking room are playing stupid games. All you have to do is the GDP growth rate is 6.9%. Subtract inflation, which is at 6.5. That means the economy only grew 0.4%. The adults are playing stupid games. They don't understand simple shit like dilution. They think they're staring at Robinhood and thinking that it's a good investment. That's what's happening right now. I don't give a fuck about your politics. These are basic economic facts that a fucking fifth grader could learn. 75% of people cannot pass fifth grade math. Did you know that? 3 out of 4 people can't count on their fucking fingers. They literally can't say economic growth, that's 6.9%. Right? They literally can't do the math and say, well, if you subtract 6.5, that's like going like this. And all you got left is a big middle finger that's coming for you. And you don't understand what that means. Inflation is the most regressive tax on the fucking planet. It destroys economies, it destroys lives, and it's coming for you. And you guys got no fucking idea. And I don't want to be around for the adults playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. They somehow allowed us to have 4-to-1 margin in our balances. Do you know that? You can go out to FINRA and you can see that people are margined out 4-to-1. Did you know? During the 2000s, it only took 2-to-1. But who looks up stuff anymore? You know, who reads a fucking book? Who reads fucking filings? EDGAR is not your new Tinder date. It is a place to go look up disclosures because they told you just wouldn't go read it because you were too busy waking up and reading your fucking TikTok. You were going to be rich and make money just like they sell everybody every day in the fucking lottery. Yes, you're the next fucking billionaire. Nobody read the fine print. Your chances are 1 in a million. And everyone's screaming, well, it's a good company. See, what you don't understand is all that is left in this market is not the intrinsic value of the fucking lemonade. All that's left is that the Fed is the fucking market. It doesn't matter. I want to be around. I don't. Because you know what? The fucking adults in the room, they've got crayons and they think that if you buy up all the bonds, you buy up everything and you print 38 fucking % of all the money in existence was printed in the last 2 years, that somehow it's gonna be okay. And well, guess what? It's not gonna be okay. And they decided to shut it off. They shut it off. They shut the motherfucking thing down. And you're still partying. You're still in the dark room saying, wee! The facts are, the Federal Reserve said we're raising rates this year 4 fucking times. We are turning off, we are tapering. By the end of March, they're saying that quantitative tightening is on the table. So ZERP is out of the fucking picture, if you know what I'm talking about, because you decided to actually read a fucking book, right? That's zero interest rate policy. This only ends one way. What is the kicker? The kicker is, will the Federal Reserve follow through? Well, the market does what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to fucking turn the money printer off, they freak out. So I'm not going to be around because it took them a whole fucking year to reverse course and see that, hey, inflation was on the table. I don't want to be around for the year where they realized, oh shit, I stared into the debt dragon monster. And, you know, maybe last year I saved the whole market by buying all the corporate debt, the PPP loans, all the mortgage-backed securities in existence, all the agency MBSs. And they bailed out every central bank in the fucking world in 2020. And now I'm not going to be around for the dumb fucking funds like index funds that are now 50 fucking % of the market. It is just flows. The Federal Reserve is the fucking market. And they're all going to fucking panic when they start distributions. Just look at the labor force participation rate. They're not coming back to work. They've retired. They're done. You know what happens when someone retires? You know what they do to their index fund? Do you know what they do to their index fund? They withdraw. They got to pay their bills, bro. They're going to withdraw. That's what's happening. They're not coming back to work. And you know what's going to happen when they come back to work? If they try to, they can't because they don't have any skills. Because it's going to be a different fucking economy when they come back. Have you seen what robots can do now? They're not going to be able to come back. And I'm not going to be fucking around. Because you know what? If you didn't listen to that whole fucking thing, if you didn't listen to a goddamn thing, there's one fucking thing that you need to know. And it is up to one fucking man. And that is, the Fed is the market and you fools have no idea. And if you don't know who the sheep are, you're probably it. I'm fucking done. That's it.